Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Galey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We are excited to be here in this interactive show today with my guest, who is a beautiful healer, and he's talking about the God habit, how you can align yourself with the divine. Colby is a psychic embodiment healer, and he has the ability to access grounded states of higher consciousness, and he can read whatever issue is present in your life. Colby Wilk is here with us. He'll be taking your questions. So if you join us in our Zoom audience, we can have you interact with this beautiful healer. Colby, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. How are things?
Things are good. Thank you. It's a beautiful, cloudy day here in Seattle. And with me is my dog, Emmett. So there he is.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Well, this is a wonderful topic, aligning with the divine. Just hearing those words can really bring us into a sense of peace and comfort. So you've coined this the God habit. Share with us more about what this is and how it came to you from your work with clients around the world.
Sure. So it's the God habits with an S, meaning that we sometimes think that people who have a really great connection with the divine, we're able to see and perceive and have an upgraded paradigm, are chosen, selected, or gifted. But the truth is, a connection with the divine is the result of habits. That's it. The more you practice, the more you concentrate your attention in a particular way, the more you can grow your connection. That's it. So no one, I mean, sure, people have past life benefits, like of having lifetimes of doing this, but at the end of the day, it's the result of how and where and from where we are placing our attention. So I came up with a package of 36 short recordings. Sorry, my phone is still on. 36 short recordings to help people practice these habits. And there are so many because I want people to go through the package and be able to find the 5 or 10 that is really going to be profound for them. That over the course of a few weeks or a week, they see a real difference in their paradigm.
Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you for that special offer. We'll be talking about that as well. But what we're going to do in this episode is really share interaction with our audience. So Zoom audience, if you would like to ask Colby your question, he would like you to be very specific about certain things. Colby, can you explain a little bit more about the specifics of the questions that you'll be taking?
Sure. So one, I'd like them to be live, so not texted. And they don't need to be on camera. They could, but I would like that. And specific questions are like, what is in my way regarding my love life, healing my toe, getting a new job, or as opposed to what can you tell me about myself? My work follows intention. And so I follow your intention like a thread running through a rug, and I start to pull on it and see where it leads. Intention and attention are the two pieces of the formula. Intention, like I want to heal this, and attention, where you keep your attention from, where your attention is from, and what is it on. And presto changeo, you can have a paradigm change. And to me, a paradigm change is the miracle. So if you have a question, just be real specific. Get on the call, no typing it in. And I will answer your question to the best of my ability and maybe teach you a practice to help you keep yourself upgraded. Can't hear you. You've muted.
Wonderful. We have some people who are already raising their hands. Okay. Let's see. I want to ask you about your psychicness, this
Sure.
your ability, psychic embodiment healer. You were on our show earlier, and this is just something that you could always do since you were a child, right? And so tell us about that skill. Tell us what that is. And
Look, I want to be clear. Like, I wasn't a kid who ran around seeing dead people or knew why my aunt was sick. That's not my story. My story is that I was always highly sensitive and probably because I grew up in a very dysfunctional household, God bless them, I needed to know if it was safe to go downstairs. And so I would project what's going on down there. Should I go down there? That's the extent of what I got going on here. And from there, I've sat at the feet of a guru, a shaman, an enlightened being, and my my perception has grown. I've grown. I don't like the term gift, to be honest with you, because it implies it's separate from me, like it's a separate package. It is me. And all I'm doing is with a client is I'm centering it on myself and allowing information to come. That's it. It's very simple. A lot of psychics converge psychicness with enlightenment, and those are two separate things. Psychicness is just a skill, just like plumbing or math is a skill. It can be learned. I use my skill set to tap into the truth. And so when I'm with a client, I look for the lie they're telling themselves or the lie they've fallen onto. And then by bringing their attention to the truth, sometimes something miraculous can occur. There's not a lot of razzle dazzle here, if you notice. I've done that routine. I used to be a razzle dazzle or high energy cortisol, adrenaline guy, and I got my head handed to me because this work is not supposed to be about influence or power. It's supposed to be about the truth, helping people move more and more deeply into the truth. And that is where embodiment comes from. A lot of psychics are out and about, out of their bodies. And what they're doing, you'll notice, a lot of psychics are very ill, very unwell. And spending that much time out of your body or allowing energies into your body that are not you is not so great for your nervous system and other systems of the body. It's very important to me that I stay healthy, very important. And so I've found a way to do my work in a way that contributes to my well-being. You don't need to be psychic or enlightened and suffer. Suffering does not get you any extra points. It's just a side road. And I've done that routine and I've learned from it. And here I am.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for sharing that. It's very grounded and we love it. So what we're going to do is I am going to promote those with their hands raised here on the Zoom audience. I'm going to promote you to a panelist, and then you're going to come into our room. You don't have to share your video, but if you want to, Colby would prefer that. So share your video. If you're indisposed, then obviously you don't have to, but don't be shy. This interaction is pretty beautiful. And so that's why he would like to see you. So Shelly E, I'm going to promote you to a panelist. If you don't want to be a panelist, just come to my chat box and let me know that you just want to share your voice, and we'll allow you to just do that as well. So Shelly, you can unmute yourself and welcome.
Thank you as always, Loren. And hi, Colby. Thank you so much.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Colby. Please share with me your vision as to what is the purpose of the lung ailments. What are they here to show me?
That's a great question, Shelly, and I appreciate the way you asked. So, Shelly, the first thing I'm going to show you is the first thing I show everyone, is I'd like you to bring your attention 3 fingers below your belly button. and in the middle of you. I refer to that as your still point. That is the center of you. Okay. And when you bring your attention 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you, and please, Shelly's going to practice this, and I invite you all to practice this. Again, this is the first thing I teach everyone, because if you're not in your body, the healing can't find you. And you can't find you. Your body is your vehicle for liberation. You don't liberate outside of a body. Very good. So Shelly, bring your attention there, 3 fingers below your belly button, and say, I invite my attention drawn to my still point. Now. And there you go. So you're dropping now, Shelly, as the rest of you are. There you go. Good. Shelly, how was that? Describe that for me, please.
There's a calm that has come over
Good.
my nervous.
Wonderful. And say, take me deeper, Shelly.
Take me deeper.
There you go. So you're just instructing your energetic field what to do. And you should be going down deeper. And if you're doing the same thing that Shelly's doing, which I hope you'll give the instructions to your field. Most people don't know how to navigate and direct their field. You're at the effect of it. Okay, great. Shelly, say your name again 3 times, please, and I'll find out what the lung thing is about.
Shelly Eagle, Shelly Eagle, Shelly Eagle.
There we go. You show me a bottle of champagne that's been cooled for a very long time. It's in the ice and it's covered up with this red fabric. And you keep on putting it in the ice and then drinking it, putting it in the ice and drinking it. What I take that to mean, Shelly, is 1, your system is too cool. 1. So no cold food at all. Let me find out what the root of this is. Is that all right, Shelly?
Absolute, please.
Root of this, please. You have delayed your gratification, my friend. Over, you delay your gratification. And then you take a swig.
Really?
Pardon me?
I said, oh, really?
And then you store it in the ice, the champagne, and then occasionally you'll take a swig of the champagne and then put it right back in the ice. So pleasure is not okay for you. Do you relate to what I'm saying, Shelly?
Thoroughly.
Okay. So I want you to say,
I.
Let me put a matrix around you. Let me do that. Okay, great. I allow myself. Give myself permission. To experience pleasure. Without excuse. Without doubt. Without fear. I am. Have always been.
And always have been.
Here we go.
And how right on you are. I made a decision yesterday that's life-altering. And it will allow me to start receiving myself, give myself the pleasure by cutting off some things here. So you're right on, Colby.
Thank you very much, Shelly. So
Thank you.
tell me what's happening in here, Shelly.
Well, there are tears, which always tells me we're right there. And there's just a self-knowing. There's a quietness and a settledness. And my body just feels peaceful right now. I feel calm. Centered is the best word I could use. I have not felt it all day from this change. I've still been going through it. And right now, for me.
All right. Let me teach you another practice from the package. Would that be okay?
Accept what I'm going through.
Good. Is it okay if I teach you another practice?
Yes, please. And for some reason, I'm not hearing you well.
Oh, Okay, well, I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
Maybe my phone.
Here we go. So say I
I
allow Buddha's headphones.
allow Buddha's headphones.
Good, and just relax. And put the camera back so we can see your face, please. There we go. So these are Buddha's headphones. Buddha, this is what Buddha was listening to or is listening to. There we go. And this will bring you into that calm, open, without doubt, without insecurity. There you go, space. Let all that roll out of you, sweetheart. Just let it roll out. Take advantage. Gorgeous. That's a really great practice. And my other homework for you while you're going through your release is to once a day do something for pleasure, solely for pleasure. Not, I'm going to walk and I'll walk the dog. No, solely for pleasure. Oh, grilled cheese. I'm going to make myself a grilled cheese sandwich for the sake of pleasure today. That's what I'm doing. As opposed to cutting off things so you can have more time, I want you to take swigs of that champagne every day and get yourself used to that it's okay and safe to have pleasure. Okay?
Absolutely.
All righty. I'd love to.
Let me say one thing that's really ironic, and I'll end here. But the funniest part is one of the greatest joys for me that I give myself pleasure for is frozen yogurt. But you just said I'm too cold. So it's another thing throwing out.
We need to warm your system.
Yeah, I've always been told. Okay. So we find another warm pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
You.
Shelly. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Loren. Always.
It was so beautiful to witness your shift. Absolutely.
I felt it. Thank you. Bless you for being part of it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Colby. I love Buddha's headphones. I really love that. Yeah, we can all work with that, right? Yeah.
Easy, right? And it has a sense of humor to it. And it's not so, I meet a lot of people who say they've had a lot of work done. Like, I've done a lot of work. And then I go and look at their field and I don't see it. And the truth is, a lot of people get a lot of work done on them, but they don't do a lot of work, right? Being with themselves, accepting themselves, being part of the larger matrices, right? Buddha's headphones allows you to make a jump in your consciousness to find that calm, that well-being that's probably outside of your initial paradigm. And you get to listen to what the Buddha was listening to. And if you listen to what somebody who's awakened listens to, you're more likely to become more awakened. It's simple. All of healing is an embrace. That's it. That's it. Well, healing is an embrace. And think about what an embrace is. An embrace is someone loving you and someone embracing you so you stand taller. So if someone's allowing me to embrace them, they're allowing me to love them, and they're allowing me to embrace them so they can stand taller. But I'm not doing the work for them. They have to stand up on their own and be willing to be loved. A lot of people don't get this, who think that healing is, go ahead, do me, Colby, glow me, do me, right? As if it's like installing carpeting. It's not that. We're talking about changing people's consciousness. I can't change your consciousness for you. I can just point in a loving, holding way. And she was willing to have that process. Healing is a mystery. Okay, sorry.
No, no, it's beautiful. We're all willing. And it, again, it brings us a deep sense of peace where you mentioned be willing to be loved. This is really giving us self-love, loving ourselves. Wow, that feels really, really good. Okay, we have Kim. And Kim, hi. If you want to share
Hi.
your video, there you are. Hi, Kim.
There I am. Hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Hey, Kim. It's nice to
Hi.
see you.
Nice to see you. I would like to ask, I have an old injury on my left arm that hasn't bothered me for 25 years. And all of a sudden it has reared its ugly head and it's pretty painful. And it's my upper left arm up into the shoulder.
I see it. So Kim, could you bring your attention 3 fingers below your below your belly button, sweetheart?
Yes.
And take a deep breath. And breathe. Kim, you have a very, very active mind.
Yeah.
If you point your camera down, I got a forehead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
That's okay. You're doing great.
Perfect. Okay.
One, you have a very, very active mind. And it's a great mind, Kim. You're very, very intelligent. But I think it sabotages you because you suffer from a lot of doubt and worry. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And so, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, spirituality is not about the acquisition of stuff or healing. Spirituality, the point of it is to know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. Not to heal an arm or a leg. It can be a way in, but it's not the point. So, Kim, you don't really want to know about your shoulder. You really don't. It's an inconvenience. I get it's painful. I get it sucks, but that's not really what you want. Kim, what do you want from me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll answer the shoulder question. Don't worry. I'll answer. But what do you want? Can you feel the tears coming? Can you feel the can you feel that?
Trying to.
Kim, I'll help you here, okay? Is that all right?
Yep, please do.
I'm not quite sure you feel like you're real. Like you actually exist. That there's a disembodied sense to you. And I wonder if you're very busy keeping yourself busy, figuring out stuff. But then at the end of the day, after all that's done, what's left? Okay, all the laundry's folded. I bought the house. I got the career. Okay, now what? Now what? And that's where you are.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, does that resonate with you?
Yeah, that does. Yep.
And that's I'm not real. Maybe you'd use a different language to that. But like, what's it about? Why am I here? I'm keeping myself busy, but this kind of sucks. Okay. There you go. You just got it.
Yep.
Can you tell me what you're feeling?
Yeah, I think I'm up in my head a lot.
Right.
So so I just sort of let some of that go.
Yeah. And there's a shakiness to you. Shaky. Can you bring your attention down here and feel?
Yep.
Okay. Now, emotions are only 1/9 of us. It's not the whole, right? But emotions give us way to other aspects of ourselves. And you're going to say, I allow myself
allow myself
to be whoever I am.
to be whoever I am.
And if you feel the way Kim does, you can say the same thing and it'll work just as good. There you go, Kim. How's it going now?
Yeah, much calmer.
Yeah. Repeat after me. I
I
pull the earth up around me
pull the earth up around me,
and allow it to cover me.
allow it to cover me.
There you go. So we're actually making you into a little mountain. There you go. There you go. Because you want to be angelic, but the truth is you're human. And by accepting humanity and on the earth, you're going to get much more comfortable. There you go. Repeat after me. I root to the earth,
I root to the earth,
and the earth roots me.
and the earth roots me.
And again, if you're like Kim, you're welcome to say these statements. There you go. Nice, Kim. There you go. How are you doing?
Yeah, that feels good, actually. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely welcome, Kim. Let's just hang out there for a moment. And clearing. Now, while you're sitting there, and you're welcome to listen to the recording so you're going to space out a little bit. Your shoulder is a physical issue, a structural issue. You tend to walk as if I see you're dragging behind like a camel. And so the way you move is off balance. It's solely a structural issue. So my recommendation, if you haven't already, is to go to a good PT person, good physical therapist, and have them show you how to stand and reach. Your issue is reaching. You reach outside of your shoulder, and you got to reach with your hand. And you need someone in person to show you how to do that and to
Okay,
practice.
cool. Thank you.
How are you now? What are you experiencing?
I'm good. I feel good. I feel clear and grounded, actually. Yeah.
So, Kim, the goal is to accept yourself as fully divine. And here's the sticker, Kim, fully human.
Okay.
A lot of us who are listening, oh yeah, I'm fully divine. I'm into that. I'm into that journey. I'm down with that. But when we talk about being fully human, they're like, oh, I don't like human beings. Human beings do war and horrible things to each other. I don't like that. Yeah, but you got to accept your humanity and your divinity. We are the bridge. That's what we are.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So your thing is to accept your humanity, in my humble opinion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Absolutely. Pleasure's mine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. All right. Well, I just want to say that it was wonderful because I think, as you said, Colby, we all strive to be angels and angelic, but we're human. See, that makes me want to cry, that realization. And the technique of pulling the earth around us and grounding and rooting to the earth is so peaceful as well. We are all mountains. We are mountains.
Right. And we are stardust. All of it's true, right? And people will be like, oh, I love puppies. I love kittens. I even love snakes. Humans? Meh. You don't have the same affinity, right? Puppies, kittens, camels, oh, cute. Humans, ugh. But we are that. And we are, in my opinion, being trained to be young gods. Not only are we being trained to manifest the reality that we desire, but we are being trained to create worlds. We exist in the mind of God, just like we are being trained to one day be gods ourselves, so other beings can exist within us and find their enlightenment. That's the point. And therefore, the universe expands and consciousness expands.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And I also love your zebra in the back.
Oh, isn't he great? I love him. I love him. And, he's black and white and he's got a little color. So he's like becoming more himself, right? Becoming more vivid, moving out of the polarities, the duality, the have-tos, the conditions, and like discovering his vibrancy. He's great.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Let's go. There's a couple people who don't have cameras. So Luz, you are up next, sweetie. And I'm going to allow you to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself and we'll hear your voice.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Luz.
Hi, Colby. Thank you for having me.
Hi. What can we help you with, Luz?
What's in the way of my career success?
What's your career, sweetie?
Movement educator.
Sweetie, you don't want to do that anymore, honey.
No,
Well, I should answer it. I should put it in the form of a question. Luz, I don't get that you're very excited about your career. I don't get that this is your dream.
Well, you know, the lady that you spoke with earlier, I could help her do that.
Well, I'm sure
I could help her reach.
Right. But I didn't say you weren't talented or educated or trained. I'm asking you, is that really what you want to do?
That's a good question. It's what I know I can do.
Right. And Luz, I get it. But what has you feel alive, awake? What do you want? Luz, in my opinion, our lives are the results of our desires. That's it. What's happening to us is a result of our desire. Like today, I have a bit of a head cold. I do. That's the result of my desire. I'm clearing something, or I'm in the way, or I'm not following my desire, whatever the case may be. Everything that's happening to us is a result of our desire. Your career is, quote, not happening because you don't really desire this career. What do you desire?
Wow. Huh. To be happy.
Yeah, I understand. I'm with you, sweetheart. I'm with you. But the point of life is not to be happy, honey. That's not the point. The point of life is to become ourselves, whoever that might be. That's why we're here, is to become who we are, whoever that is. And by not going for what we want or keeping what we want hidden from ourselves, doesn't allow us to become ourselves. And so the universe, your guides, however you want to look at that, says, let's stop Lux. Let's stop her. Let's stop her. She doesn't want that. Let's stop her. So the problem of being on a spiritual path is you put yourself under introspection or inspection, right? In a way that other people get away with all sorts of stuff. What do you want? Do you have an answer, hon?
No, not right now. No.
What I keep seeing, sweetheart, is you sitting in front of a pond or a body of water that's rather small. And you keep on looking into the water. And to me, that's a sign that you are very interested in not in physical therapy, but in conscious renewal, in helping yourself understand your consciousness and helping other people understand their own consciousness. You're interested in the journey of awakening. That's your interest. You're maybe very good at physical therapy, but that doesn't really capture your heart.
Wow, that makes sense, what you're saying. But I was looking at the work that I know how to do as a way to that awakening. When I work with someone, they find themselves when they can stand up more erect or without pain, that they're more who they are.
Sweetie, that may be true. And I go to a physical therapist and I find it very helpful. I'm not denying that. That doesn't help you increase your consciousness.
That's true. That's true. So what would you recommend?
Well, let me tell you a little bit about me, if that's okay.
Sure.
I only do work that I want to do. If a client wants to have a conversation that I don't find interesting, I don't have that conversation. because that means that it's outside of my own alignment, and I'm not going to be helpful anyway. So this is why I don't tell people like, oh, who's my next boyfriend Colby going to be? Or should I marry this person? That doesn't interest me at all. And so I don't have those conversations. You are betraying yourself doing work you don't want to do just to earn a living so that you can go and do your life. Other people can get away with that. You can't. That's not your karmic path. You follow me so far?
Yes.
Okay, does that resonate?
Yes.
So look, am I pronounced Luz or Lux? I'm sorry, I apologize.
Loose.
Luz. Bring your attention 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. I just noticed I'm wearing 2 prints. This is the benefit of working for yourself. You don't really get dressed very much. So 3 fingers below your belly button and bring your attention in. There you go. All the way down. Now, Luz, you're going to bring your attention below your feet. There you go. Feel the pouring of energy.
Yes.
Keep your attention down there. There you go. Here it comes. Repeat after me. I pull myself in.
Pull myself in.
Call myself in.
Call myself in.
From all lifetimes.
From all lifetimes.
And directions. And directions.
And directions.
Now here we go. This is going to be a little emotional. I can allow the fullness of me finally.
Allow the fullness of me finally.
There you go. Here we go. And if you're in the same position that our friend here is, you can say the same statements and get the same benefits. There you go. Beautiful. How are you doing?
Very well. Wow.
We're keeping going. So the next image I have is of you on a raft. It's a ragtag raft with a handmade sail. And you're going to be going off on a journey, my friends, by yourself. You're not going to have, I'm just telling you right now to comfort you. Money is going to be a challenge on this journey, but you're going to be fine. Polar Bear teaches about surviving difficult circumstances, knowing that you can live in the Arctic and live on very little for a while you go through this process. And I want you to know that's not bad news. This is good news that you're going to be going on a journey. And this journey is going to take you to your next place within yourself. But it's going to be monetarily a difficult journey. But you will become more of who you are. Okay, sweetie?
Yes.
Give into who you are, as opposed to trying to protect yourself from forces that you're concerned about. Give in. Allow yourself your awakening. Okay, honey?
Yes, thank you.
My absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Luz.
Thank you, Lauren.
And I know you, sister, and I said the same words. That makes sense for you. All right. Enjoy your journey. You're not
Thank
alone.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
There's
you.
people who've done
Love,
this.
love, love to you.
Love you. Bye. Okay. So, wow. Colby, again, this rings true to all of our hearts, really. Every aspect touches us. Every person who's spoken has an aspect that touches us. So we really have to do what brings us joy. That's it.
Well, yes, and we don't want to be confused that life is supposed to be joyful.
Okay.
Which goes against a lot of people in my arena.
Okay.
Our lives, in my opinion, we're here to become who we are. And sometimes that process is not so comfortable as we hold on to who we think we should be, what we need to do, what I need to do to survive. That process of releasing that and allowing whoever you are to come forward, that could not be comfortable.
Right.
And once we get there and come back up, that's joyful. But if we give into like, wow, I want to become who I am. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's it. Okay, great. I give in. Oh, look, life, I am through my desire sending myself on a journey to be by myself and not have a lot of money right now. Okay, I give in. And then that process accelerates and you get to where you want to go faster and easier. Sure, spirituality can be used for the acquisition of things. Absolutely. Absolutely, can certainly can, but it's also sometimes can be a misuse of power. Spirituality is not to be used for power. It is to be used to gain the truth. That's it. And people who go after power eventually get their head handed to them. I got my head handed to me. Without a doubt.
Okay. All right, beautiful. Yeah. Let's go to Jacqueline. Jacqueline, you can unmute and you can share your video if you know how to do that from your phone or not. Hi.
I'm trying. Let's see. It's not allowing me to do that.
Okay.
Ah. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. So it's really interesting. We were talking about consciousness because that was what my question was revolving around. I'm really interested in getting into psychedelic therapy and assisting people with exploring different levels of consciousness. And I talked about that with my partner, and we're really interested in starting retreats and a center, and just wondering what is, if anything, blocking that from transpiring.
Jacqueline, say your name 3 times, please.
Jacqueline Wages, Jacqueline Wages, Jacqueline Wages.
And what is your retreat center's name, please? The
Ooh,
working
we don't
title? The
we
working.
don't have a retreat center name at this point.
We'll say retreat center so I can find it, please.
Retreat center, retreat center.
You show me you're approaching this woman who's in a limousine, and the woman, you're wearing boots, and you're a hardy type, you seem to me. Like boots imply, work and labor and that type of thing.
Mhm.
And then you approach this woman in this flower, orange and yellow and red dress, lower chakra colors. And she just passes by you and you fly over her shoulders. So the issue here is you, there is a sense that you're going to get overlooked. It's a deeply held belief from this life occurring through, starting at the age of 1, that people are too busy for you and they'll stand in front of them and they'll just bypass you right by. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Does that resonate with you?
it does in the sense because I was, the youngest child and the only female. So often my voice was not heard. So yeah.
So do you feel like what you're offering is worthwhile?
Yes, absolutely.
And what's worthwhile about it?
Assisting other people and connecting to different parts of themselves and getting more spiritual.
So Jacqueline, I'm going to be really clear with you, okay? You do not feel like you have enough training to do this. You do not feel like you can walk people through. You can get people to have the experience. And there's something about psychedelic therapy that you can have the experience. A whole other thing to help them integrate their experience over the course of months, years. That is the work that you need to figure out how to do so that you feel, oh, there, I said that, and all of a sudden you became like Superman, grounded and strong. So, and you know, I have mixed feelings about psychedelic therapy, certainly. But I want you to find some mentorship. My suggestion is to find some mentorship, somebody who can help you, teach you how to help people integrate their experience. So they're just having an experience and then having another experience and another experience. Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. And I'm thinking that I need more training for sure. That was something that I know that I need.
Right. So go get that. And that'll help you with your self-doubt too, because then you'll feel more substantial.
Exactly. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Right. And there's a part of you that lives in the upper realms, honey, right out here. And that part needs to be brought down to you. The problem with psychedelic therapy is a lot of times it's not, well, and this is not my thing, but it opens people's fields sometimes too large and it disperses them. And you need to bring somebody back in. And so you're on the journey to bring that part back in. And that's deeper work that I can't do in 3 minutes. But you certainly don't want to blow people out.
No, absolutely not. I don't want to do more damage than good. That's for sure.
Right. Okay. So Jacqueline, could you repeat after me? I take my place
take my place
in this body at this time.
in this body at this time.
Now.
Down.
Now.
Now.
Let's get you a little bit more centered in yourself. Plants, in my experience, are really great for expanding people's consciousness, but not so great at helping people embody consciousness.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's what you need to do right now, in my opinion.
Okay.
Feel the
That'll work.
nervousness? Can you feel the nervousness of what I just said? Feel your nerves?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very shaky.
Right. Your desire has taken you to the plants, which is wonderful, and now is taking you to become more embodied. But the path of the plants is expansive. So how do you have a body and be in the body and still be expanded? Right now, you know how to be expanded outside the body, which has its own consequences, and they're not good. So what you're trying to learn is, how do I be in the body and be expanded? Which, if you got really big as a kid, that would have been a threat to your survival. So you learn to hide, or, you know, whatever the case may be. I would suggest you listen to this recording several times, because there's a lot in what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. And the nervousness is appropriate. Like, holy moly, can I really? Because it addresses your one of your core issues. And of course you'd be nervous to address it, but your desire is taking you there.
Right. Okay.
Okay, honey?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thanks.
Amazing. Colby, do you just see everything about everyone? It's kind of like, no, you kind of have a way of bringing it in, or you just focus as you go.
I mean, I have a challenge dating for sure, because guys I'm interested in tend to like, wow, you know more about me than I know about me.
Right.
But it's a skill set I can turn on or turn off.
Okay.
I'm not, how do I say, held hostage by my gift. I'm not held hostage. This is my choice. I'm in charge. I am autonomous. I can choose to focus on something or not focus on something. I can choose to follow an insight or not follow an insight. At the end of the day, outside of work, I just want to be a dude with good biceps kind of thing, right? I just want to be a dude, right? And live in the world. Years ago, I hid, like I would just be psychic all the time and impress people, and that has its consequences. I want people to love and care about me because I'm me, not because of what I can do for them.
Well, you are so inspiring.
Oh, God bless you.
No, seriously. It's a great lesson for all of us. And I wonder if we all have this, we can all tune in this way when we cultivate it. And so that is a lesson right there.
Everything is the result of habits. That's it. Now, everyone could do math, but not everyone's an Einstein, right?
Okay.
I'm predisposed to sensitivity and information. I am predisposed, but like I said, I wasn't born being able to see dead people or see into people's chests and their cancer, whatever the case may be. I was born sensitive, but this is a result of habits. That's it.
Habits.
If you want increased sensitivity and empathy and greater connection, you can have it. Easy. Easy. Don't fall prey to people saying, oh, I'm special. I was born with this gift. I can help you, pay me, right? You can have your own connection to the divine. Easy peasy.
Easy.
Easy peasy. You just got to want it and keep practicing. That's it. And it's not hard. Not hard. God would not make it hard to get to it, them. Why would it make it? God wants to be known. God, creator, nature, whatever you want to call that thing. Allah, Krishna, wants to be known. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And speaking of easy peasy, you have created a special offer that helps people cultivate this and use these techniques and tools. This is a beautiful time to talk about that. We've got a few more readings for you to do. There's some questions in our Q&A box. And so I see your names in the Q&A box. If we have time, I'm going to allow you to unmute yourself. Colby would prefer if you share your voice and the interaction rather than reading a question to him. All right. So Colby, before we take more, tell us about this. You mentioned you put together a really cool package. It's loaded with things and people will be able to pick a selection of everything. I mean, they can get everything, but you were saying earlier that they really just need what resonates with them and work on those to assist them in embodiment and becoming who they are. Share with us what is included in this special offer.
So the reason I made the offer the way the offer is there's not one answer for every person. That's why there are so many doctors and psychotherapists and acupuncturists. If there was one thing that would heal everyone, we'd have one thing, right? So I wanted to make something that people can choose from. So it's 36 recordings, short, right? Because I like to do stuff while I'm walking the dog, right? I like to do stuff while I'm washing the dishes, right? I have a very short attention span by nature. So I like to do things quickly. And as you can, I'm from the East Coast, so I'm very direct, right? So I like that, right? Tell me what to do, I'll do it. Let me get out of here. It's 36 recordings split into like 7 sections. And I'd like people to do them in order so they could build on each other, the energy anyway. The nature of this is aligned with the divine, the God habits with an S. So there are 36 habits, some of which I used in the session. So you can get a sample of what that feels like. And it's all about you coming into energetic integrity with who you really are. To stop pretending, to stop giving into what other people thought you were, to relinquish who you've abandoned, denied, where you betrayed yourself. Because healing is always a taking away. That's what healing is. Always a taking away. It's not adding, it's taking away. So we take away what is not you, what you think is you, boom, presto changeo, you emerge in your luminous body, for lack of a better word. It starts off with the first chapter is maximizing your results. So I teach you like how to work in this setting, where to put your attention, how to put your attention there, how to be in this project. Then we move to the second chapter, which is about entering the matrix. Now, what I mean by matrix, an energetic container. So the container, think of it like a classroom. You're going to walk into the classroom. You're going to sit at your seat. It's going to be a perfect seat for you. It's perfectly organized. Classroom is perfect for you. And that's where the work is. The classroom is held together by beings that I've asked to help. And so they help when we're doing the work and I have people make a statement. Those beings are helping hold your intention so something happens. That's entering the matrix. And then we go into mastering your attention, because it's less important what your attention is on. You know, those lovers in the park, that dog, my back, and more important, what your attention is from. Where are you paying attention from? Where are you projecting your reality from? So I teach you that. Then we move to the next chapter, which is connecting to the planet. The planet, Earth, is your best friend. That is your buddy. A lot of people don't think of it that way, but we are mostly Earth consciousness. We are literally walking Earth consciousness. And you have to, if you're going to liberate, have a powerful connection to the Earth. You can't liberate without ground, because if you liberate, you're going to lose your body. And your soul will not let that happen. You're here to be a human being. Congratulations. I'm sorry. That's the lifetime you chose. And it's great being a human being. We wait on long lines to get a body. It's not easy to get a human body. Okay? So you are going to form a relationship with the Earth that is spellbinding. Then we move to the next, which is standing in calm. What you want to do is always be satisfied and eager for more. That is the perfect manifestation. You want to know how to manifest? That's how to do it. Get satisfied and be eager for what is coming. And that's what standing in calm is. How do you stand in calm in front of your mother-in-law, your boss, your irritable neighbor? How do you do it? And I teach you how to place your attention in your body, how to create structures so that you're more easy to keep on returning to that place over and over. And just like those old time records, I'm dating myself, that have treads in them, the more you do it, the easier it is to get there. And so my hope is you'll do it while you're washing the dishes, walking the dog, so that when you need it, you can call upon it and it's there. Then we move into prioritizing love in any situation. If you prioritize love, things are going to go well. But we all have resistance to love. Oh my God, am I good enough? Are you going to want something? What's going to happen next? We all have our relationship with love that's a little off. Well, a lot of us, I know I do. And you can't bring love in, or you can't generate love if you're afraid of what it means, what it's going to do to you. Then we do holding on to yourself, like the last young lady who was talking about the plant medicine. That's the direction she's going, but is also nervous about going in. A lot of people want to have a relationship with God and angels, but if you can't hold on to yourself, you're limited to what you can access. You've got to learn how to hold on to yourself throughout the day, with your mother-in-law, with your best friend, with the irritable neighbor. How do you self-soothe? Soothing is healing. And finally, and lastly, how to connect with the everything, the whole. And notice it's at the very end. If you don't do the foundational work, you have a harder time, and it's dangerous to connect to the whole. Unless you're here and grounded, it's not safe. You blow out. I've blown out. all of this comes from years of experience dealing with me and working with clients. I do this work because I needed this work. So all the practices that are in this package are time tested over and over with many, many different clients. There are 36 of them. They're short, they're clean, they're quick. And I hope if this calls to you, you'll explore it. There you go.
Beautiful. I am excited for this. It seems really perfect and a really profound way that we can work with these tools, beautiful tools, really empowering, really being at home with ourselves. You said some things that I think makes all of us look inwards a little bit better and recognize areas that need a little bit more work and more attention. The love and where we've betrayed ourselves. That's very interesting. I think we all betray ourselves, but we never think about that. We could say where I gave my power away. That's something that comes up. But betrayal of ourselves, I think every human has that going on. Society programs that within us, doesn't it?
I think when people say they gave their power away, implicit in that is it's their fault. I gave my power away to you, Helga. It's Helga's fault. You triggered me, Helga. You remind me of my mother, father, whatever. Yeah. Right? Implicit in that. But I betrayed myself.
Yeah.
I agreed to go to the movies with you when I really didn't want to. And I did it to get along with you. I just betrayed myself. Oh, we were at dinner and I didn't want to, be a big thing about me being gluten-free. And so I ate it. I betrayed myself. And if I can't count on myself, then I'm going to project that out into the world. And then I can't count on you and you and you and you and you. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm lonely. I'm resentful. No one takes care of me. I take care of me. That's the solution. And when I betray myself, which we all do, oh, I did it again because I made something more important than me.
Yeah.
The only one I'm here to please in this lifetime is me. That's it. I'm not here to please anyone else. And I give you this message because I needed this message. I'm the youngest child. I'm a people pleaser. I know that. I'm really sensitive. I'm really good at getting people to talk about themselves. And yeah, I've lived that. Betraying myself, and had the consequences. So I want us to be like, okay, I can trust that I could act on my best behalf. And then when you can trust yourself, then you can take bigger risks.
And loving everything, being on that path and the journey of love in the face of everything. And it's not just the love that we as humans know. It's deeper than that, right? It's a deeper love. It's wow, it's the universal love. It's unconditional love. It's the love that we came to this planet to embody and live.
And if you didn't have great parents, right, you may have not gotten the coding, and there are beings, and I walk people through this, there are beings that you can call upon to get remothered or refathered so that you can get what if you didn't get it, you can't give it, right? If you didn't get it, you can't give it because you don't have the template. And you may want to give it, you may feel the price of not being able to give it, but you got to get it first. I can't teach you how to not betray yourself unless I am clear about that I stand in my own self. Going back to that. Yeah, love. It's all about the love.
Yes, again, so beautiful. I feel like crying because you're shifting me and all of us just by sharing these examples and these ideas. It goes really deep. I hope you are aware of the psychic surgery. I guess it's what I want to say, because it really is grounding. There's that word again, embodying and empowering. Okay, beautiful. Thank you for that. What an inspiring, profound helpful program that you've put together. Again, we invite our viewers and listeners to check it out, feel into it. You will know. It's very exciting in my mind, and it's extraordinary work. So again, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. The link is wherever you're watching or listening to this video, and it's in our Zoom chat box and also on this webpage. Thank you. All right, we're going to go to Lisa. Lisa, I'm going to promote you to a panelist, sister, and you can unmute yourself and share your video if you'd like. As you make your way over, we will go possibly one more, and then there's some Q&A questions. So Q&A, I'm going to come to you and allow you to unmute. I'm going to come up and ask you to unmute. Lisa, hi, welcome.
Hi there. How are you?
Hi,
Hello,
Lisa.
how are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, and how are you? So here, I want to try to sum this up. I think there's a blockage. It's driving me nuts. It's been going on for a year. The time has been speeding up, and I'm missing the boat here. I was a year ago getting very inspired, very creative, and I would go through these cycles of starting things, not being able to finish them. But it's what had happened is now it's sped up to where I will be inspired by something for one day and one day only. The next day I wake up and it is gone. I'm detached from it completely. Like there's nothing to it. What is my soul trying to teach me? Is there a blockage in my field? Now it's gotten really intense. So now I'm not inspired to do anything. I'm just like, well, I already know it's going to go away by tomorrow. So, okay, I just go with the flow.
Right, so Lisa, one, you're a very lovely being.
Thank you.
Very lovely, right? And you have a jovial, playful quality to you.
Thank you.
Okay. But what you don't want to do, Lisa, is work.
Yeah.
You don't want to work, and I'm not saying it is an insult. You love to play, to hop, to walk around. In the image I have is of you at this elementary school I was at, and be in the sandbox, be on the monkey bars, and just run around and talk to people and just enjoy and have play. You like to play. That's your desire.
Yeah. So what do I do with that? Gets me
So
in
why would it get you in trouble?
I almost feel like I'm not grounded. What's going on with this? I don't know what
Well,
direction to go in.
You right now, Lisa, you have this playful thing and you have this other thing about making yourself wrong for being who you are. Okay, so you got this playful thing and you got, I'm wrong for being that. Oh, but I'm playful again. Oh, I'll be wrong. Playful, wrong, playful, wrong, playful, wrong, playful, wrong. So what I want to offer you is to give you permission to be whoever you are.
Okay.
One. Now, if you said to me, Colby, I need to make a living, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. That's not what you asked. There's nothing in the way here. You just got to let yourself play more and not make yourself wrong.
Oh. Okay. Not
And-
reprimand myself.
And
for-
that is your addiction.
Ah.
And I use that term rather liberally, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I got it.
And I imagine you have people you were raised with who were big on making themselves wrong or making you wrong, and here you are.
Yep.
But I want you to play and not make yourself wrong. And I want to see how long you can go and do that. I give you a challenge.
Okay.
I give you a challenge. And if you get an hour, great. Tomorrow you try to get yourself an hour in 1 minute. Great. You try to give yourself. So I want you to put your attention on play and then be aware of when you make yourself wrong and keep shifting yourself to more play, more play, more play. And I think ultimately you're going to help people play. I think ultimately that's where your interest lays. Can you feel the joy that just came out of you?
Yeah, it's just to lighten up, I mean, just be who you are, right?
Be who you are. And, I'm not running the same energy. I have a little bit of this playful thing, but I don't have what you have. But what if your whole life was about play and helping people play?
Oh, that'd be fun. I'm in.
Hey, can you feel the joy resonating like out of
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, it goes from the lower gut up higher. You can feel
Right, right. And
right.
if you wanted to do this for a living, there's certainly workshop leaders and corporate training where all they do is I help you play because playing is a form of bonding, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, like that.
No block here, Lisa, just a gosh darn habit that is sabotaging your soul direction.
Oh, thank you. That's what I needed. I figured something was because it is so strong and so tight now. It's like wound tight as a baseball. And I just didn't know. I didn't even know what direction, like what is going on. I couldn't break it. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Pleasure
thank you
is mine.
very much.
The pleasure is mine, Lisa.
Oh my, bless you, babe. Thank you, Loren.
Bless you, babe.
I want to play like Lisa. It
I
reminds
know, right?
me of play. Just go play. Go play.
All
What is
right.
it?
we will.
Id gaff. I don't give a F. Id gaff.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Wow. I love it. The vibe has shifted. Thank you, Colby. We have time for one more. We're going to go to Tammy, and I'm going to bring Tammy in as a panelist so Tammy can share her audio, video too. Hi, Tammy. Okay. Hi there, Tammy. We see you as a panelist. Unmute if you'd like. Hi.
Okay. You can hear me now?
I can hear you. Hi.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm hoping that you can give me some very specific insight into the direction of the work that I do. I thoroughly love the work that I do. I work with people, I open and balance their chakras. My best skills is when I'm actually talking with people and I help them see themselves in a different way, and I help to guide them into living more in their truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy what I do very, very much. I also do regression. I do workshops. Those I don't enjoy as much. I don't think that my skills lie there, but I do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to know is, how do I increase what I do? Do I need to shift like in a different direction? Do I need to hone in deeper? I'm just not quite sure where to move from here.
I mean, no psychic is 100% accurate. I'm pretty good though, right? So I want you to take what I'm saying and chew on it.
Okay.
Tammy, your tendency is to give your authority away.
Okay.
Okay. Like, Bob, what do I do? And then Bob tells you, like, oh, maybe Bob's right. Oh, Dorothy, what do I do? Oh, Miguel. And you take other people's opinions and you weigh them too heavily against your own.
Okay.
So you don't, another way of saying this is you don't exactly trust yourself.
Okay.
Now, you like to work in the lighter side of spirituality. Okay. The light stuff. You don't like the darker stuff.
Oh, no, I don't. No, you're right.
Not at all.
No.
But that's a challenge, sweetheart, because a client's going to come with what they come with.
Mm-hmm.
And what if somebody comes with something that's really dark?
They do.
Yeah, and they do, and it's scary for you.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's part of why I don't like the past life regression.
Right, but you don't know. So what's in the way here is whatever you're going to do, and you're fine hanging out on the light side, that's cool. But you also have to have a way of addressing the dark when it shows up that you enjoy.
Okay.
Or else you'll be like, I can only attract people who want to work lightly in our light. And that is a very, very, very select crew.
Yes.
People don't know people don't know what they're carrying because, a lot of them lack the insight to move it. That's why they're coming to you.
Right.
So you're afraid of what your clients will come with and what
Yes.
that will mean for you.
Okay.
That's what's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're afraid of the dark and you also have a predisposition to giving authority over to others, then you're afraid you're going to give your authority over to the dark.
Maybe, yeah.
Right. Now, I don't believe in dark and light. I don't want to go there. I'm just using this as a terminology right now.
Okay,
There's oneness, but which is where I want you to go.
okay,
So there's no dark or light. It's
okay.
just humanity,
Right,
and you're not there.
okay,
You think there's dark energy and light energy and bad spirits and good spirits, and that's going to really get in your way.
I
That's
kind of feel like in the spirit world, it's more maturity and immaturity, more than light and dark. I see it as being
great. Call
more
it whatever you
enlightened
want.
would be the brighter, lighter spirits, and then the less mature, the less evolved would be the negative and darker.
Right, but do you notice that's not helping you to move forward really with your business?
No, and that's why I'm asking for that insight is to how do I shift that in myself, or I'm not sure where to go from here.
I'm going to tell you, but you're not going to like it, Tammy.
Okay, go ahead.
Recognize your own darkness.
I have to what?
You have to recognize your own darkness.
Okay, and how would I do that?
Well, just hang out for a second with me.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to hang out with the fact that sometimes you have murderous rage. Sometimes you want to murder somebody. You want to kill somebody. You want to kick somebody in the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You're not always love and light. And that's
Right.
okay. That's part of your humanity. The difference between us and demons, quote, and angels is demons and angels only have a select vibration they can be within. We can be in the whole gamut.
Okay.
You have denied your lower parts.
I would agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And so you need to accept them.
So is it trying to see my own darkness, like really sit in my own darkness?
Sit in it, bathe in it, take a bubble bath and scrub down
So just see it and accept that it exists
and feel it.
and feel it.
Right. You're over identified with being a light worker.
Right.
And true spirituality, the true work that used to be done in the dark. We say light worker, but in the light, there's form. I can see us, me, you, the dog, the statue. But in the dark, it's all one. This is not an easy journey, Tammy, and it's not going to be resolved in the next 2 minutes. What I'm inviting you to do is become, as our previous caller, become fully human. Become your darker impulses. Allow it. And then under that is something magical. There's something magical under the hatred, the revenge, the desire.
Okay, I'll work on that. Certainly. I don't know how deeply I have it repressed or suppressed to bring it forward.
Does it matter how deeply it is?
I don't know if I can access it. I guess that's what I'm saying. How can I access this information?
Again, this is not going to happen in the next 2 minutes, but sit in your still point now, Tammy. 3
Mhm.
fingers below your belly button and breathe.
Okay.
Keep going down, Tammy. You're not there yet. There you go. And feel how the energy of your legs is coming up to meet that still point. So connecting yourself to the ground, the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go deep into the earth. Don't leave your body, Tammy. You just left. Stay in your body and go down.
I was trying to picture like roots coming out of my feet.
I don't want you leaving your body, Tammy. You just left. Like I said, this isn't going to be done in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Stay in your body and allow your feet to grow, if you would, or the energy to meet. People who leave their bodies so easily feel that their body is not a safe place to be, and so therefore leave. There you go. There we go. So I'll tell you a story briefly. And like I said, the package will help you. There's lots of practices in here, but this is not going to resolve in 2 minutes. Years ago, I caught myself asking, it was a conference, and I said to the guy next to an empty seat, "Excuse me, do you mind if I take this seat?" I was giving him authority. Do you follow me, Tammy?
Yes.
Right? As opposed to, "Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm taking what is mine." You give authority away. You ask for permission to exist.
Okay.
You don't take what's yours. And I'm inviting you to be on the, I'm not inviting you. I believe your soul is inviting you to make a place for you.
Okay.
You're firmly rooted in the ground. Firmly take your place among humanity. There's no darkness. It's just humanity.
And would I, once I do accept the darkness inside me, would I still do the exact same work that I'm doing right now, just that I will bring a different depth to it?
If you accept your own authority, your whole life changes.
Okay. So not just the work I do, everything.
Oh, everything changes because you change. Your work isn't, if you're really doing your soul's work, your work is an outpicturing of you. You change, your work changes, which is very exciting to me.
Okay. Well, thank you for that insight.
My pleasure, Tammy.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome questions from everyone, and I can feel an activation from all of this, actually. A question that comes up: how to discover your soul's work with these practices, allowing ourselves to be in our body. The tools that you're presenting will allow our soul's work to come forward then. Yes?
Your soul, if God speaks to us in any way, it is through our desire. That's how God speaks to us, is through our desire.
Desire.
If you want something, that is your soul telling you. Now, if I want cocaine or heroin or a big chocolate cake, that's not really what I want, right? There's something under that. But if God speaks to us anyway, it is through my desire. So follow your desire. Let's, for instance, if you have a desire to buy this package, buy the package. That's your soul. That's it. If your desire is to live in the tropics, live in the tropics. There you go. But most of us talk ourselves out of having what we want because we want to be financially responsible, or, oh, what would people say, or whatever the case may be. There is no magic here. People want to make this more complicated than it is so they can hide in their resistance, in their confusion. Follow your desire. That's it. Have the courage to follow.
Yeah.
A lot of healers and psychics have made this more complicated than it needs to be and have made a lot of money from it. It's not true. It's not complicated. Just follow you. What do I want? What do I want? And then do it. If something is going to have a marketable, a big effect on your life, then do it, regardless of like, oh, I really want to take that cruise, but it's $5,000. Do it. That's your soul. Mm-hmm. Oh, I really want to move to the tropics. Yeah, but I can't. Do it. Don't hide that your soul is not talking to you. It is. Whenever anyone asks me a question, what I always find really interesting is I'll watch them ask me a question. I was at a camping, and somebody will ask a question, wait about 10 minutes, and the answer will come to them in another conversation, but they're not aware. They're not watching. They're like, there's the answer. It's right there. It was said by somebody else who has no clue what's going on in a different conversation. It was right there. They're just not listening. That's it. I'm good at this because I'm used to listening. That's it. I'm practiced. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Woo-wee. Awesome. 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 really spectacular. Can we have you back again soon?
I love your show and I really enjoy you, and you hold a very beautiful space. So I would love to come back.
Okay, awesome. Because I know there's more people that would love to have time with you, interface, and it's so beautiful. I'll say it one more time, is that every person who interfaced with you touched part of us. It was like you just gave the story of the listening. If we listen, there's the answer to some of our own questions in everybody's question.
Right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it does make me kind of like go, whoa, what does he know? What do you see in all of us? But you explain that part of it. And so it's all good. It's wonderful. So thank you. Well, everyone, thank you for this beautiful time today. We hope that you feel enriched and we hope that you feel grounded here. The work that Colby does, we've witnessed today. And if you feel this need, this desire actually to do this work within yourself, it's all available. It's nice and quick. It's easy peasy, and it's here for you. There's a 2 payment plan. If that helps you, we really want to make it easy for everyone. And we just thank you for doing this work. As we do this work, the world becomes a better place. I actually have seen the world where everyone is living authentically, and it's hilarious. 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 I hope you all can see that too, and keep your desires in the forefront. Colby, as we say goodbye, can you give us any final thoughts as we head off?
If you want to be embraced by the divine, if you want that love, that support, then you've got to be the embrace. You've got to be that safe harbor for yourself, that love, standing in your power. If you want the universe's support, for you to feel like you're held, one, you've got to be willing, and you've got to stop relinquishing your power, thinking the universe is going to tell you what to do, like it's puppeting you. Just be willing to be embraced so that then you can embrace.
Perfect. Be the embrace. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day. We love you. Thank you. And we love all of you. Thank you. Be the embrace. Be the embrace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Galey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.